Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. Daily Weather Brief. Happy Friday, everyone. Beginning with our upper level wind profile from this morning's balloon launch, we do have a freezing level at 14,600 feet, and winds near the surface are out of the south before they quickly veer to a more westerly, west-southwesterly direction throughout much of the vertical column. And as for the speed seen aloft, for the most part, we do see a general increasing trend. However, there is a slight lull between 6 and 9,000 feet, but the winds do then recover and max out at about 36 knots at 25,000 feet. Now, pulling up our most recent surface analysis chart, we do have a strong cold front that moved through the area last night, continuing to sit nearly stationary just south of our area this morning, and with what appears to be what could be considered sub-severe showers and storms lingering in the southeastern Virginia and northeastern North Carolina area. That front is expected to begin moving further southeast throughout the day, and that will work to bring in cooler air down that will create much lower daily highs for the days to come. Now for today, as far as our rain chances go, we could see some scattered showers, as showers do remain possible, but by Saturday we'll see a high pressure system from the Great Lakes begin building in and working, and that will work to keep our temperatures below average along with lower humidity values, and which should create some much more pleasant weather for the days to come. That pattern does continue Sunday with similar temperatures expected, along with some breezy conditions possible, maybe even necessitating a wind advisory. And then the following days show much of the same, as upper level troughing over the Ohio Valley and an offshore Atlantic ridging works to maintain that pattern. And then we start to see some moisture return about midweek, and that will bring in our isolated to scattered storm chances by later in the week, or at least moving towards later in the week. That brings us to the 24-hour forecast. So cloudy conditions expected for much, if not all, of the forecast period, with temperatures climbing to a much lower high compared to previous days of about 78 degrees. Winds are elevated today, in which we might see a wind advisory as we move into the evening or in the afternoon hours. And we do have some color on the board indicating chances of precipitation in the form of showers, most likely, if any. And then moving to the short-term risk chart on Saturday, we can anticipate partly cloudy conditions and also breezy conditions with a high of 80 and a possibility for a wind advisory. On Saturday night, we can anticipate partly cloudy conditions in which those winds should subside just a little bit and a low of 68. And then Sunday, partly cloudy and breezy conditions can once again be anticipated with a high of 81 and again the chance for a wind advisory. Now moving to the 7-day forecast, working through today, we will see some lower end chances of precipitation, as mentioned before, likely showery in nature, if any at all. And then we'll start to see those clouds break and the temperatures remaining steady throughout the 7-day period. But Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we should see a lower cloud coverage, and then we'll start to see those clouds build back in a little bit more, moving to the latter half of the week, or moving through the early portion of the week to the later half, as we see humidity and moisture return. And then Thursday we see a chance of rain or storms building into the forecast. But overall, temperatures remain well below average for this time of the year, and we should have a nice weekend with some sunny conditions and clouds mixed in for almost daily. And that will conclude the 7-day outlook. We will be back next week on Monday at 8:15 for the Daily Weather Operations Brief. Have a good weekend, everyone.